Before moving to Burlington, what are the critical questions you need to be asking yourself to know if this city is right for you and your family? Well, in today's video, you're in luck, as I'm going to be sharing the top 5 frequently asked questions I get from other clients that were once in your position looking and thinking about relocating to Burlington, Ontario. Now make sure you stick around to the end of this video here, as I'm going to be sharing with you the #1 deal breaker that stops my clients from moving to Burlington and choosing one of the surrounding cities. Otherwise, let's just jump on into the very first thing I often get asked when living in Burlington, is it a good place and a safe place to raise a family in? As Burlington is a part of the Halton region, and the Halton region has historically been one of the safest regions within all of Canada and in Ontario. As we can see here, in the last 24 years, it's been rated as one of the lowest communities for both non-violent crime and violent crime for 24 years in a row. Now, of course, if you are interested in learning more about the different crime rates and the safety available within Burlington, I always recommend going to check out the Halton police map. That will give you the most updated knowledge of what's going on within Burlington. But if you're new here, my name is Matthew. I'm a local realtor, and this is my channel where I share everything about what it's like living in Hamilton and the surrounding cities like Burlington. So if you are thinking about making the move to Burlington, send me and my team a message today to help get you started with buying a home in Burlington. Otherwise, let's jump on in and talk about one of the things my clients absolutely love living in Burlington about, and that is the great schools. As often I get asked is, how are these schools in Burlington? As Burlington has a total of 38 different elementary schools throughout Burlington, with both being public schools, Catholic schools, and offer a variety of streams from English, French to gifted. Now, some notable schools based on the Fraser Institute rankings are John T. Tuck Public School and Charles R. Baudouin Public Elementary Schools. And then as for high schools, in total, Burlington, you're going to find 9 high schools throughout, both public and Catholic, with the 2 most notable schools on the Fraser Institute rating being the Nelson High School and Corpus Christi Catholic High School. Now, not just these schools, but a variety of schools across Burlington rank highly on the Fraser Institute rankings, which is one of the best ways to rank different schools. So I'll leave a link down in the description for you to check out all of Burlington schools. But also, when you're living within Burlington, you do have a private high school, being Laurentian College, that offers grades 9 to 12. It specializes in programs like international business, but then also, as for post-secondaries, you don't really have any major universities here. You do have the MBA building where you can go get your MBA at DeGroote's School of Business, or you're just a short drive away from one of the surrounding universities at McMaster in Hamilton or Sheridan College out in Oakville. Then the next question I often get asked when helping families move to Burlington is, what are the best neighborhoods for your family? Now, of course, this is going to depend on what you're looking for. So let's jump onto the map and I can explain a little bit about what you can expect to see in each neighborhood. Alright, so if we take a look at Burlington in general, and we can really break Burlington quickly down into really 3 major areas. We can break them down in a bit more detail as well, but the first major area will anything be South Burlington. So that includes the neighborhoods of Aldershot, downtown Burlington, Roseland, Shore Acres, Longmore, and Dines. Now, here is where you're going to find the original neighborhoods of Burlington. So a lot of homes built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and a little bit into the 80s. And as a result, you're going to have really those established neighborhoods with great schools, but also just mature trees lining the streets. Now, what you're also be finding throughout some of these neighborhoods here is a lot of rebuild, custom infill projects that all have their unique charm and flavor to go along with it. So I know a lot of my clients love these communities here because of the unique homes. And then if you're looking for condos, the best area you're going to be finding those condo options to choose from would be around the downtown area of Burlington, right here, where not only you're going to have great access to the water with both Spencer Smith Park in Burlington Beach, but then also just a lot of great shops and restaurants that are all just a short walk away, either on Lakeshore, Branch Street, or one of the side streets there. Then the next area of Burlington you might want to consider is really the middle part of Burlington, and that really is anything south of Upper Middle, but still north of the 403. Now, this corridor here in general is going to be one of the more affordable corridors in Burlington, and the reason why that is one, you're going to find some detached homes that are built a little bit in the 80s and 90s that are a bit smaller. Two, you're going to find a lot of townhome options to choose from, especially if we look out on the east side with like Corporate's neighborhood here. This is a neighborhood made up primarily of townhomes and semi-detached options to choose from, and then also a lot of condo options as well. And that same goes for Tansley. I know there's a big community right here of a bunch of retirees, as you have a retirement center there, but also a lot of bungalows and low-rise condos that are also great options to choose from. And then the most recent built neighborhoods within Burlington is going to be that north section here. So this is really north of Upper Middle and kind of north of Dundas. So that includes like the newest neighborhood, Alton Village, but also you have the Orchard, you have Millcroft in it here, as well as Head and Forest in Brant Hills. And I would even include Tyandaga into that neighborhood here. Now, this neighborhood is going to be a little bit different than these ones here. There's no schools located here, but you do have the Tyandaga Golf Club close by, and it's going to be a very hilly neighborhood compared to some of the other neighborhoods. Like Millcroft has a golf course as well, but quite flat, and the houses are a bit closer together in Millcroft, but still have great sized lots. Tyandaga is going to be a bit more rolly hills, and then like the Orchard and Alton Village are going to be some of the more recent built homes, so it's going to offer you those homes that were built in the early 2000s and 2020s. However, the lot sizes there are going to be a bit smaller. So now that you have a general idea of the different real estates and how they break down in each of the communities, if you are thinking about making the move to Burlington and want to better understand the neighborhoods that match the criteria and the lifestyle you are looking for, send me and my team a message today to book your free relocation consult call, where we can answer any more questions you have about the particular neighborhoods, as well as go over the real estate that matches your search criteria. Other than that, make sure you keep on watching, as I have to share the #1 deal breaker that stops my clients from moving to Burlington. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the next most asked question I get, and that is, what is there to do when living in Burlington? And that answer is a lot. It just depends on the season. As first, you have many different parks that you can go out and explore. As first, down south, close by Lake Ontario, you have Spencer Smith Park and Burlington Beach. Some of the best waterfront parks, in my opinion, throughout the GTA to enjoy. And in Spencer Smith Park, you're going to find a variety of food festivals happening here in the summertime. Then if you look a little bit more in the northern part of Burlington, is you're going to find some great hiking trails to go and explore. My personal favorite would have to be Mount Nemo, but also you can go check out Rattlesnake Point and see some stunning views, especially in the fall time. And then out to the west side of Burlington, you'll find Royal Botanical Gardens, which has many different acres of curated gardens for you to go and explore. And then also, when you're living within Burlington, you have many different fun activities to go do on any single weekend. As first, you have Activate, which is full of a variety of different rooms that put your abilities to the test. But then you also have Splitsville to go bowling or hit up their arcade, or also play some laser tag. And then you also can find Game Time Social, another spot where you can go play those classic arcade games, go play some pool, and go grab a drink. And then if you're interested in checking out a local brewery, you also can go view Nickel Brick Brewery to go grab a flight of beers at their tap room and enjoy some world-class beer. And then if you are like me and enjoy golfing in the summer months, then you need to go golf at Millcroft Golf Club, Burlington Golf Club, as well as Tyandaga Golf Club. And then not to mention, if you need to dial in your swing, you can also go check out Within Range Golf Club, which you have your turf tees that now have like a TrackMan to tell you how far your ball spun and what the flight was and all that stuff. But then you also have the grass tees and a perfect chipping green and even a little mini putt course to go play with your family. Then as for the #1 deal breaker, and the question I get most often when talking about families looking to move to Burlington, is what is the cost of real estate when living in Burlington? So if we break it down into into the different primary property types, we can see that detached homes in Burlington typically sold anywhere from $1 million and $1.5 million, and this made up 46% of the total sales. And then if we take a look at townhomes, we can see that the majority were really selling between $600 and $1.25 million. Now this does vary, as you can find some condo townhomes that will be selling between mainly the 600 to 900, but if you're looking for that freehold townhome, that's going to be costing you anywhere from 900 up to $1.25 million. And townhomes made up a total of 26% of the total real estate sold within Burlington. And then as for condos, if you're looking to buy one here, that made up 28% of the real estate sold, and typically we're selling between $500,000 and $700,000. So if you are interested in learning more about what it's like living in Burlington, the next video I'd recommend you go take a look at is my video covering the pros and cons of Burlington. So you can find that video right here. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.